Well. If it isn't the maximal nemesis, Optimus Primal.
So, Megatron, we meet again.
You came alone this time. A brave move, but also a very foolish one. You alone can't defeat me. You know this, don't you, Primal?
I came here to confront you, Megatron, one-on-one, in a final confrontation, no matter the cost.
Ah, I see. You and I, one-on-one, face to face, tooth to claw. This should be a very interesting battle. Yes, but your attacks on me will avail you nothing. This battle will be quick and easy once I'm through with you. Megatron, terrorize!
No matter what, the war between Predacons and Maximals ends today. Optimus Primal, maximize!
Your bravery to challenge me alone is something to admire. Yes. Now, prepare to be destroyed, Maximal scum!
Well, that's just prime.
Hey, what's up guys, Mr. Gedrix here again doing another video for you guys today. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Beast Wars Predacon Megatron reissue figure. This figure came out fairly recently, has been hitting up Walmart stores as an exclusive figure. It also pops up on eBay a few times and other websites. And I was very excited to hear that this figure was going to be reissued, as I did actually own the original figure when I was a kid. Back when Transformers, the original Michael Bay movie, was coming out, my mom did actually go out and buy me some of the Beast Wars figures from a friend of hers. And they had this Megatron figure, which was my very first Transformers figure that I had back in the day. Alongside it came a bootleg of an Optimus Prime Tyrannosaurus Rex figure, as well as one of those Happy Meal Beast Wars figures that was a Panther. So I had those ones growing up. Those were basically my Transformers toys at the time. I didn't grow up with the Beast Wars show. I only grew up with the figures. So I was very happy to hear that this was getting reissued, and I picked it up on impulse at Walmart because it was the last one there. Now, I did actually buy the Kingdom version that came out for the War for Cybertron series right here. I picked up this one at Target because it reminded me of the one that I grew up with as a kid, and I bought it for nostalgic reasons. But when I saw that they were reissuing the original figure, I was also quick to pick that one up as well. So yeah, let's just get started with this review. Alright, so here we have Megatron in his beast mode, and I'm just gonna say, I really love how this looks. It reminds me so much of the one that I had as a kid, but it is actually a little bit different from the original figure, because the color tone on this one is actually a little bit darker. The original figure had more of a lighter purple, lighter green, and lighter yellow on it. But I do like that they actually went for a darker tone because it's supposed to match more so the one that was seen in the show instead of the original figure. So yeah, I really do like the way it looks, and overall, I really like this beast mode, and it's probably how I'm going to have him posed in my collection because I do have the Kingdom version transformed into his robot mode. So I think it makes sense for me to have this one in his beast mode, and honestly because I really do love the way the beast mode looks. The detail on his beast mode is actually really nice in my opinion. I really like the retro look it has. It looks very vintage. I do like the detail on it. Looks really, really good in my opinion. There are some figures out there that obviously have better detail, but this is the vintage one, and I do like the way it looks. It looks great for, you know, the time that it came out. And yeah, I just like the way it looks overall. Now, of course, there are some screw holes right here on the side that may be bothersome to some people, but it doesn't really bother me because most of the time I'm looking at the figure from this side. And even in his robot form, you don't really see the screw holes. They're pretty well hidden. You have to like really take a good look at the figure to notice them. But, you know, I do understand, you know, some people's case, once they see them, they can't unsee it. Now, the mouth does actually open.
Yes.
And you can see inside there's actually a water bladder right here, because it's supposed to squirt water when you actually open the mouth. I haven't tested it on my figure, and I probably won't, but I'm pretty sure it does work. And as you can see, the teeth are individually sculpted, and it does look really nice.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, I really do like the way his beast mode looks. Articulation, his arms do move. The head does move as well. It took actually a while for me to try to move it. The mouth, again, does open. The legs I don't think move, but these parts do. And the knees do move. They also rotate. The toes also bend. Nothing at the tail, but there's really nothing needed at the tail for it to move. So yeah, the articulation in its beast mode is actually really nice. And as I said, I really do like the way it looks. This is probably how I'm going to have it posed again on my shelf because, again, I really do like the way it looks. And for a quick size comparison, here we have Predacon Megatron compared to Optimus Primal, both in their beast modes. I think they look pretty good together. Optimus Primal was actually a little bit bigger than what he was in the show. But at the time when these figures were released, they weren't really based on the way they looked in the show. I think the comparison does look pretty good for what it is. I would like to get an Optimus Primal to be in scale with this Megatron, but for what it is, the scale actually looks pretty nice. So, let us transform him.
Megatron, terrorize! At last, now that I have transformed, I can now wreak havoc on those Maximals!
Alright, so here we have Megatron in his robot mode. Now, as you can see, he's wearing what appears to be a mask.
Glorious, isn't it?
This is actually, from what I've been told, was how his original head was supposed to look on the figure, but they ended up not going with that design and instead just made it a mask. So you have the option of whether or not he can wear it, or if he doesn't even wear it at all. Now, I don't know the exact name for it. I've heard some people call it mutant mask or alien mask. It goes by many names. I just call it the mask. But it does actually open up so you can reveal the actual head of Megatron. Let's hope I can do this on camera without knocking over the figure. And there he is, Predacon Megatron, fully transformed. Again, I gotta say, I really love the way this figure looks. It looks really great. Now in the original figure, the head actually did have some silver on it. They instead decided to paint it black, and I do like how that looks because it does make it look more like how he did in the show. And in the show originally he did have purple on his head, not necessarily black, but either way it does look really good. So let's just take a closer look at the detail on this figure. So as you can see, Megatron looks absolutely great. The detail on it looks pretty good. I do like the way he looks in his robot form. Again, there's the T-Rex head. Looks really good. The Gimmick still works on it, so you can still squirt water even in this form. Here's the other arm. His tail forms a claw that can pivot up and down on a ratchet joint. There's the head. Really, really looks nice. I like the expression on his face. The little, bat wings right here that come from the mask do look a little bothersome. I think on my original figure, it did come with them, and I think I broke them off. So yeah, let's not repeat what we did in the past. On the back, you can see here are the sides of the figure. It looks like it forms wings. You can see the arms right there. Doesn't really bother me that much. And yeah, I do like the way it looks overall. I do like his robot form, but again, I'm gonna probably keep it in his beast form. Now for the articulation on this guy, the head is on a ball joint, so it can look left to right, up about that far, down about that far. The shoulders actually do rotate here and here. The mask could get in the way though. The dinosaur head moves up and down, rotates here, and again, the jaw does open. There is a waist movement, I believe. Yes, there is. The other arm kind of does the same. It actually has this spring mechanism where if you press down on the side of the arm, it would go like this and the claw would move. For some reason, it's not working on mine. It was working earlier, but for the review, it's refusing to work. The legs are on a ratchet joint, so they move out about this far. They move out about that far. They also come out like this. Just move these bits out of the way, and the legs can actually do the splits. It's pretty cool. The knees do bend and also rotate. And the toes move down, and they move up about that far, and then this heel spike actually does come out to help him with stability. So yeah, articulation on this guy is actually pretty nice. And if the features work on yours, then you'll definitely have a lot of fun with this figure. For accessories, he came with these two little anchor harpoons, and these are for a firing gimmick that's on the figure. So as you can see on the side, he has these two little slots right here. So what you do is you take these little missile things, and you slot it in there, like so. And you can do the same for the other one, like that. And then on the side right here, you can see that there's a button. And if you press on it, you fire out. And that's actually pretty cool. These also move and they can also come out a little bit more, as you guys can see here. This firing gimmick also works on the figure when you have him in his beast mode. You can just simply pull these out, rotate them, and they still fire, which I think is actually pretty cool. I don't know if on my original figure I had those. I really don't remember, but it's on this figure and it works pretty well. Now, for size comparison, just move Megatron to the side. Here he is compared to the now transformed Optimus Primal.
Optimus Primal!
Megatron.
As you can see, Optimus Primal is actually pretty big. He's much bigger compared to Megatron, which again, I don't know how to feel about that, but that's mostly because of the way the figures were made. Obviously in the show, again, Optimus Primal was smaller, but they do look good together. And for another comparison, here he is compared to the Rat Trap figure that also got reissued, as well as the Cheetor figure that also got reissued. I really do hope they release more figures from the Beast Wars lines, as I will probably collect all of them. Here he is compared to the RED Transformers Generation 1 Megatron. And last but not least, here he is compared to the War for Cybertron Kingdom version of Predacon Megatron.
It is you, isn't it? Lord Megatron.
Yes, that is correct.
Let us join forces and drive those Maximals to extinction. Yes, we will be unstoppable.
Sorry, but there is only one true Megatron around here.
As much as I love the War for Cybertron trilogy, I have to say I was not a big fan of what they did to Beast Wars Megatron. He really was not one of my favorite characters. I just didn't like what they did with him. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I really do love this figure. I do recommend it if you're a fan of Beast Wars or of Transformers in general. I love this figure a lot. It's going to look great on my shelf with my other figures. Again, I'm going to probably have it posed in its beast form because I really do like the way it looks. And overall, yeah, I really do like this figure. Highly recommend it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and look forward to some more reviews. I'll probably bring some more Beast War reviews if you guys like, and also some other videos. But until then, stay awesome.
Yeah.